Hey everybody, thanks so much for joining us today. We recently had the opportunity to see the Paine family. They were down in Florida.
Unexpected surprise.
It was. They were kind of in the path of a hurricane coming through their area in Florida, so they thought they'd leave town for a little while, and they came up here, which we were very glad about. When they lived locally, we spent a lot of time with the kids, getting to do different activities and stuff, and since they've moved, we've obviously seen them a lot less. So it was really fun getting to have them back up here. Before we jump into kind of what we did with them, it's amazing to see just when you're separated for a time, you know, when you're close to somebody, it seems like you don't notice the gradual change going on quite as much. But when you're separated for a little bit of time, you notice
everything jumps out. Their height difference and their maturity level.
Right, their personalities blossoming more in just different things. But I was impressed by Carson and also Brooklyn. It really seemed like they were just almost becoming little adults.
They were so precious to watch them and just get to see them, because they're in that age where things are changing so quickly and they're just growing up so fast, and hearing them play the piano at Mom's house and just their skill set with music, and hearing Brooklyn sing, and just so many things.
Carson's just such a good big brother, and you see him, he
loves baby William.
Yes, he's very proud to have a younger brother. Very proud older brother. He likes to show him off a little bit, but
and William loves him. As soon as he comes in the room, he just lights up. I think they're just the best of buddies.
So it was really great being able to reconnect with them a little bit. So we were trying to think of some fun activities to do while they were in town. One idea that came to mind, we kind of had a fall tradition. It started years ago, where we like to have little kids over and do carameled apples on a fall day.
There's just something so fun about the change of the season. It seems like with summer, there's the change of school ending and taking that break and getting outdoors, and then with fall coming, just raking leaves and making tasty treats, just doing fun things together and creating memories. And so one of those favorites is caramel apples and Rice Krispies. So just letting the kids peel all the paper off and pick their apple and write their name on their stick. And I think it's probably more fun for us than it is for them, but just watching their excitement and then all the sticky and it's just a really special thing that I look forward to, just seeing them get excited, and it's something that you don't get to do frequently. So just that once a year special tradition.
And it was so much fun watching the little faces, because I mean, carameled apples isn't something you do that often, at least we don't. Getting that opportunity where they're just anticipating every new step. Oh, there's the caramels. Okay, now we unwrap them. Oh, we get to dip our apple and write my name on my stick and everything. Just seeing their little reactions to the whole process was really, really cute.
They love to be with their cousins. So seeing the little bonds and the friendships, and they want to show off all of the things they make, and it's just such a fun friendship watching them grow up with a best friend cousin.
One thing I particularly enjoy, I just think it's super cute, but with the caramel being sticky, the kids aren't, having sticky hands isn't something a few of them favor very much, or at all.
A few are fine with being messy, but
yeah,
some of them are super
others
clean.
Are just kind of like, oh no, there's something on me, and they want it cleaned off immediately. But not
little Cammie,
right?
She's so cute. She doesn't like to be dirty or messy or sticky, and she's a doll.
She is. So anyway, it was really fun getting to do that with the kids. Something that we've tried to do over the past few years with the little ones. But the next day, I think it was, we did something that was new to me. I had never done this before. It was so much fun, but it was also, I didn't know exactly what we were in for. Michael had done this before. She loved it.
I loved every second of it.
It was definitely a highlight for her.
I made Brandon nervous and I didn't know it.
But we decided, hey, the kids are here. Why don't we take them to the zoo? We have a zoo membership, they would enjoy. And also, this time of year, they've got some different animatronic exhibits of
super cool dinosaurs.
And so it's not just the normal animals, but they also have these dinosaurs that move around a little bit that you can see too. So we thought that'd be fun. Let's take the kids. Well, it wasn't just the Paine kids we took. We also took some of their cousins, the Smith kids. And all together, Jeb came too. All together, we had 10 kids, 12 and under. Michael loves this. The more the merrier with the little kids. But once we got into the zoo, I was afraid we were going to lose somebody. And so I was counting heads the whole day. You know, we'd go to one place, we moved to the next one, and I was counting heads again, because this wasn't just 12, 10, 9, 8, so like it wasn't a sequence down.
It's like 5 sets of twins almost.
Right. Some of these ages overlapped. And so you had little kids with their playmates that if they got a bright idea, they might just lunge off in a direction. Hey, look at that. And they might go 2 different directions at the same time. It's just kind of like, oh, we need to stay together. So I was panicking a little bit.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to panic you. I was just thoroughly enjoying the zoo.
Well, see, you had done this before, kind of, right?
So growing up, I would take my siblings and kids that I was babysitting. So I guess I didn't feel very nervous.
But back when you did that, how many kids would you take at a time? Because you took a group.
10 or 12.
Okay, 10 or 12. Small group, you know.
Well, it's not like that. It just felt normal to me.
It was very fun and entertaining. Fun. Just watching them hold hands and talk to each other. Yeah. But it was unique because it was not only the animals we took them to see. Again, there were dinosaur exhibits of these animatronic dinosaurs. And the boys were intrigued.
So engaging.
Oh man, they thought it was the coolest thing. But Finley kind of thought otherwise.
Finley did not know what she was getting. I was so glad Erin let Finley come because it was kind of during her nap time, so she was a little bit on the edge if she was going to let her come or not. She was like, I don't want to overwhelm you, but Finley was so cute, and I think she really loved it. But every time we'd get to the dinosaurs, she'd just cover her little eyes and she'd go, take me to a different one, take me to a different one. She was such a doll. She liked the real animals, and she loved climbing on the little rhino statues and stuff.
Yes.
That's always a favorite.
That's a big hit every time.
Like riding a horse, I guess.
That is a definite stop we take every time we go to the zoo. But while we were at the zoo, there was one person in particular that really surprised me, and that was Jeb.
He's turning into a little grown-up.
Right, and I mean, he was the oldest of the kids we took there, but I was kind of expecting, Jeb loves to play with Carson. They'd be, playmates and want to do all the fun things, which Jeb did still want to do the fun things, but it was just like he matured 5 years all of a sudden, and he was like looking out for kids and helping take care of kids, and he was driving one of the strollers, and I was very impressed with him.
It's fun because he kind of picks up a big brother role when he's with the nieces and nephews, and he likes to watch out for them and make sure they're having fun, and he really has matured so much, I feel like, in the past year, and he's not just the baby of the family anymore, but...
So we did the normal things, in addition to the dinosaurs, we went and saw the tiger, and we went to the bird exhibit. That's always fun.
I love that one.
Going inside, and which was sad because when we got there,
they were all hiding.
Yeah, the lady said, sorry, they're all up in their room. They just flew away for the past hour. They haven't been really coming out, but you can try. So we got a few little sticks with the bird seed. Within a few minutes, they were flying out again. And so the kids got to have that experience again. Again, the little ones, they always want to hold the stick so they can feed the birds.
Till a bird flies.
But when the bird comes out and they see their little pointy beak and their claws, they don't want it anymore.
It feels tickly on your arm when they land on you, and they normally do, so they can get the bird seed. So it's a little startling.
Right. We were wrapping up our time, and little Holly came up. She's so cute. But she came up. She
melts your heart.
She's like, "Can we do the merry-go-round?" I was thinking the merry-go-round. Oh, the carousel. They have a carousel down close to the bottom of the hill there. And so we got to do that.
It was so sweet, them all finding which animal they wanted, because they each wanted an animal, but they also wanted to be right next to their cousin buddy. And so just seeing the time that they spent trying to pick their favorite animal, and it was really, really fun.
Truth be told, I was a little on edge throughout the day just because I didn't want to lose anybody, and there was a lot of heads to account for. But in all honesty, it was such a blast. It was so much fun.
They're such a good group of kids.
They really are, and I really appreciated their parents allowing us to do this, because we love getting to do activities with the kids. Mm-hmm. It's just, we both enjoy it so much. And their parents were a little apprehensive at first. They're like, that's a lot of kids, we don't want to overwhelm here. And we were like, oh, please, just let them come. And so they did, and the kids wanted to come. But we really wanted them all to have the opportunity, and so we did have a blast. It was so fun. And
it does feel like a big privilege, because as a parent, it's probably a little unnerving to send all of your kids to, but it was such a blast.
Again, just the opportunity to do things with family, you know, being able to do something at this stage in the kids' lives, because it really is such a short season. I mean, it seems like when they're close and you see them frequently, you know, it just seems like normal life. But especially since the Paines left and then coming back, and every time we see them, it's just like there are spans of time that you just missed, that, you know, you're far apart, and so you don't see them as frequent, and you notice stages changing and the differences. And it's just a reminder, like, take advantage of every moment you have, you know, in these growing years, because, you know, you never know what's going to happen. You know, they move, we may move sometime. It's just like, you never know what's going to happen. So taking those opportunities while you have them and making the most of every moment, I think, is crucial.
I sure appreciate it. I think I'll remember it forever.
Yeah. So we really enjoyed the opportunity to do that with the Paine and Smith kids at the zoo and have a little fun outing with them. But we've done some other things recently with the more local kids here, particularly the aprons.
Yes, that was so fun.
Michael did a new venture this year for Christmas time on our store. She thought she would try making some aprons, which are adorable.
It was such a fun experience. I think of cooking, and my grandma always put an apron on, so I thought I'll just do them for Christmas time, and I made some for the nieces and they enjoyed them, so I thought I'll just add them for the store. So
yeah. Typically on our store, it's just the ornaments that we have during Christmas time that are out of the ordinary, from the swaddles and the blankets and so forth, which, if you want to check those out, those are now available. I don't know if they'll make it to Christmas time or even to Thanksgiving, but Michael did an amazing job on the ornaments. She also added the aprons this year, and we wanted to get some nice photos. And so what was the story with Josie and her girls?
Well, as I create new things, I usually just send them to the nieces, nephews, whatever, as I go. And my sister's like, you should add this to the store. And that's what happened again. So as I made gifts and sent them off, they're like, you should add these. So once I started making them and all of the nieces were enjoying them, then I was like, I need to get photos to list these. And I just love Josie's kitchen. It's so open and clean and crisp and white. And so I called her and was like, can we do our photo shoot there? And she's like, yeah, and my girls can be in it too. So that was just really
Well, she really appreciated it, because she was doing adult and children aprons. So
just kind of mommy and me. And so going and getting to spend the afternoon with them, and Lydia took the photos and made the kids laugh, and they were just making cookies with Kate, so their cousins there, and it was just a really neat experience getting to see them laugh and play and do stuff together. It's been a really neat early fall, because I feel like we've had the chance to interact with almost all of the local nieces and nephews, and now Chad and Aaron's too, and gonna have to make a trip down to Florida to see John and Alyssa. But just getting to see the kids in this phase of life with their just the new things that they're learning and their new excitements, their new grades that they've just moved in with school, and just hearing them be excited about life and have updates to share. And
little Casey, you know, I'm starting soccer soon. Are you going to come to my games? And Layla and her ballet.
Yes. It's just such a fun phase, and it feels like such a gift that we get to be invited to so much and to get to be a part, and, you know, to watch Layla do ballet and to get to see Willow and Hazel do gymnastics, and just to see this phase of their life, because it's bigger than life to them, and they just smile so big when they see you there, and my heart smiles so big to see them. So it's just been really, really fun fall so far.
Yeah, it's definitely been a fall unlike any other we've had so far. One thing, this wasn't with the kids, but it was after our spending an evening with the kids. We were on our way home. And how did you find out? Did somebody text you about the Northern Lights?
Oh, yes. Was it Lawson sent out a group text?
Okay, so earlier this year, the Northern Lights could be seen down south, which I had never heard of before in my life. But I got to see them. She was in South Carolina, so we weren't together, but she saw them.
Got to see them.
And so we were on the phone together.
It had been a dream
pictures.
for me.
And so it was really cool, but it happened again. You could see the Northern Lights in the south. And
Lawson gives us all the good solar information for
okay, is that where it came
comets,
from?
Yes.
Okay.
Big moons, comet showers, meteor showers. He keeps us updated.
So I think it was after the evening we did the caramel apples with the kids. We, got in our car, we're heading home, and we found out about this. So we're like, let's find a dark spot and see if we can see these.
We found a great spot.
Oh man, did we ever. And when we got there, It was just a little bit of green in the sky. It almost looked like just from a city far away, you know, reflecting off the clouds or something. So it was like, I don't know if that's really the Northern Lights. But as time went on, the pink came in, and then you could see like the rays or the waves or whatever you call it. It was so.
It was fun to experience it together.
We got
and
to do
we
it
saw
together
shooting
this time.
stars.
Yeah, we did. We did. What she loves,
Yes,
getting to see
I
shooting
do.
stars. But
I was calling my sisters and I was saying run outside because I think most of my family had not seen the Northern Lights before. So I was calling Mom and calling Dad and calling the kids and go outside and look.
Yeah, it was unique getting to see them earlier this year, but then again together this time, it was really special. So we enjoyed our quiet evening after the crowd.
We wrapped up in a blanket and stayed outside to see them till they went away.
Yeah, it's been a really special fall. Again, life seems like it's in fast forward, and it won't slow down. But we're just trying to make the most of every moment as we can, and you know, enjoy the little things as they're there. So it's been a good season.
My mom was always taking pictures growing up. I was like, don't take pictures of this and don't take pictures of that. And now I'm the one taking pictures because the moments just fly by. I get those reminders on my phone. It says this happened 5 years ago, and it's hard to believe so much has happened. And there's this cuddly baby that you're holding, and now you're sitting on the couch having full-on conversations, and they're telling you what they're going to do when they grow up and their new interest. It's a special phase of life.
Yeah. So anyway, life continues to go in the fast lane for us, and we like to slow down when we can and take advantage of these special moments. And Michael's still been taking trips, you know, to South Carolina to help her grandparents. I haven't been able to go quite as much, but taking every opportunity there too. But a lot has been going on with family, so our updates have been a little diminished recently. We've been quite busy, but we like to do this as we can too. So thank you so much for taking the time to be with us today, and we hope to see you next time.